So today we're going to be in some hot waters because we are talking about NFTs. So, a while back, Scott Cawthon, the creator of FNAF, had humored the idea of making NFTs. Luckily, people were able to talk him down from making NFTs, and he decided to cancel that whole idea. Well, doing that left a hole in the market for anyone to fill, and KandyLand, or Welcome to KandyLand, is here to fill that void. Now, something I want to say before getting into all this is that I'm not here to argue about NFTs. Like, I know they consume a lot of energy. I know that you're not buying anything real with an NFT. You're just buying the license that says that you own an image. You're not actually buying the image. There's a lot of debate to have with the legality and issues surrounding NFTs altogether. I'm not going to go into any of that because it's a gray area. And no matter what, my opinion will be seen as wrong to somebody. So just know, I know about all the issues involving NFTs, and I chose to not talk about them. But one thing I'll say is, for anyone who doesn't just see NFTs in general as a scam, I don't think KandyLand is a scam. Because as far as I'm aware of, people are actually getting the things that they pay for. The things that they pay for are what's listed, and they know what they're getting. So, because of all that, I'm not labeling KandyLand as a scam like most people who've talked about this, but I will say it's the same as every other NFT. Hopefully that at least covers my ass for the whole NFT debate. You guys can talk about that in the comment section down below if you want to. Everyone knows NFTs are bad. You can look it up. There's a myriad of reasons why they suck. I don't feel like I need to talk about it. So, my big issue with KandyLand is that this could be something really great. We've seen things like candies and pop goes. These are things that takes the FNAF aesthetic and puts it into a new environment with new characters. And candies really innovated what could be done in a FNAF setting. It's really cool some of the animations they were able to pull off in Candies. How the lore building works in Candies. Candies is a good series of games. And I guess that's like my big issue immediately is that the main character of this game is also called Candy. So that's one tick off of the originality. Just putting a K in front of the name doesn't make it any more original. There's already a Candy the Cat, which is now going to be officially licensed under Scott's fucking Fazverse initiative. So it's weird that you're gonna call your character Candy as well. It'd be like if you decided to go with Freddy, but you spelled it with a PH. It doesn't really change anything, it's still Freddy. So that's one tick off of the originality. Number 2, the character Susie. Susie, or Susie Snack Time, she's literally just a circus baby. She's got the pigtails of circus baby, the clown aesthetic, the face plates, she is just a slightly more sexualized baby, with some aspects of the more sexualized chicas, that being the snack time instead of let's eat. So she's kind of an amalgamation of the more sexualized chicas and baby, which is not something anybody ever wanted to fucking see. And if they do want to see it, I don't want to meet that guy. Tukey, he's pretty original. I haven't seen any bird characters in FNAF. I like bird characters. I like that he's a magician. Pretty cool. I like that his little card is shown to be able to cut through stuff, which could make him really deadly if he throws the cards at you. I really like Tukey as a whole, and I have really nothing to complain about him. I think that he's the most original out of all of them. Now, when it comes to Mr. Smiles, he's just Innard. He's just Innard. When you see depictions of Innard where he has a full animatronic body, that's what he looks like. He has the blank circle head, he has the clown face, he has the little hat. He's just Innard. And you could even argue that Candy's design isn't original because he looks a hell of a lot like Funtime Foxy and not a kangaroo. And considering that each and every one of these guys is very similar to someone from Sister Location, that's not good. I want these animatronics to have their own vibe, their own aesthetic. The animatronics from Candies can stand on their own. The animatronics from Pop Goes can stand on their own. You're taking inspiration from mascot horror as a whole, like the idea of Chuck E. Cheese animatronics getting up and walking around. You don't have to be so derivative of FNAF. You took the clown aesthetic, you took the face splitting, you took the designs. There's just so much of FNAF you took into these to where I feel like it's hardly even its own product. Now, this isn't going to have a game. No, that takes a lot of effort. And this isn't going to even really be anything other than an NFT farm. They've gotten a person under the name KandyLand Studios to animate these. And the animation is top notch. KandyLand Studios has been around forever. They make really high quality animations. I will not complain about them at all. But I will say, for the people who try to underplay their involvement, they make all the models, they make all the animations, so all the NFTs individually are made by KandyLand Studio. They are very well aware of what NFTs are, they are very well aware of what they're in for, and they know what they're doing. So don't pose them as like an innocent victim. They're not. They know what they're doing. But they're mainly just the aesthetic people. They're the ones who built this up. And because all of their work is heavily derivative of FNAF, I'm not shocked that all of these things are heavily derivative of FNAF. The people who are actually behind this, like fully behind this, are, shock of all shocks, a kangaroo NFT company going by the name Rowdy Ruse. Rowdy Ruse is just like any Bored Ape where you just have a bunch of slightly different kangaroos you can buy. And that's why the main character of this game, Candy, is a kangaroo, because it's tied to kangaroo NFTs. So the person who's really behind this, they know what they're doing and they already have kangaroos as their branding. So they just decided to get a FNAF animator in on this and fill the void that Scott left behind by not making FNAF NFTs. My big problem is that the animations are too short. They're not scary. There are plenty of parts where it could show a kid getting attacked and chose not to. There are plenty of parts where the animation just tends to cut off way too early. It's even worse on their Twitter. I don't feel like I'm being told a story here. I feel like I'm just being shown a cutscene for a video game, but with no gameplay to supplement everything else. I feel like there's not enough effort being done here to make this anything other than a soulless fucking brand. And that's sad, because when it comes to FNAF, they've inspired so many different things. So many different music videos, so many different fan games, so many different stories, animations, theories, and then we have this. But that's just my opinions on it. How do you feel about this, Luminous?
I think it's pretty lame that it's just an NFT farm, because the designs, well, yes, very derivative of a bunch of the sister location characters. I think they still could be cool enough to be put into their own game. And from the glimpse of the world of KandyLand we've seen, it definitely looks like it could be a really cool 3D horror game map. And it's just disappointing that it's just kind of little animations. Like, the animations look amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty lame that it's just little animations and NFT farming.
Yeah, so honestly, I feel like this is a lot of missed potential. There's so much you could do with an idea like this. There's so much you could do with a property like this. And it's such a shame that Scott is so lenient on what's allowed to exist, basically ripping off his IP, and they chose to go this route. No novels to tie into it, no game to tie into it, just images that you buy online. But yeah, that's just the disappointing story of KandyLand. If you like this FNAF video, please hit that like button. If you know other people that like FNAF, share this video to them. It will help everyone out. It'll help this channel grow. It'll help get some new exposure to us. And if you guys want to see more stuff like this, you should hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, do everything that YouTubers tell you to do, because it actually does help out and it helps us make more content like this.